Made in America meets blockchain meets e-commerce. It's hitting a lot of the sort of hot button zeitgeisty things here. USAstrong.io is the website we're talking about. Chrissy Mashinsky is the CEO and co-founder, and Alex Mashinsky is the co-founder as well. And he has been a guest on the program talking about crypto as well. Chrissy, let's start with you. This website has been up and running for more than 6 months now. You're a retail veteran. What led you to see that there was a need here for this kind of a product, for this kind of a demand for USA-made products?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. It started with really starting my own brand and wanting to try and find manufacturing locally to make those products, and trying to verify what was really made here versus not made here is where that demand started. And as I started it, I realized there was a big opportunity to verify locally made products.
Chrissy, have you had difficulty finding products for the business? Because as you know, just looking at Amazon's site, they're taking products really from anywhere. A lot of the products coming from overseas. What have you seen?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a great question. What I learned was you can actually say made in the US online without any repercussions, even if it's not. And that's really what piqued my interest. And you really have to dig into the verification, right? And so what does that mean? It's about seeing it firsthand. And that's really where the blockchain technology comes into play. And it's not about the difficulty of trying to find it. It's the difficulty of verifying it. That's what I would say is difficult. There's probably 500,000 manufacturers in the US. It's really about showcasing them and bringing them to life. And that's really what USA Strong IO is about. It's highlighting those manufacturers. It's showcasing them, it's verifying them, and that's what we do every Friday. We have local Fridays where we go to Main Street, America, and start to showcase all of those wonderful suppliers.
And Alex, you're the more on the blockchain side of the equation in terms of your experience and background. So Chrissy mentioned that it's sort of a verification tool. Can you walk us through that in a little more detail, what exactly blockchain brings to the experience?
Sure. So first, it starts with the curation. I think there's no place you can go to today and find a curated list of all the local manufacturers or U.S. made products that are verified as U.S. made. As you know, the President Biden and others have been stressing this issue that you can basically just put a fresh paint of coat on anything and claim that it's made here. But basically, what we do here at the USA Strong is look at all the components, right? Look at the supply chain, put all that together in an immutable way, meaning both the manufacturer or the producer tells us what they make, and then we verify that with the supply chain and record all of that into an immutable blockchain that records and collects all this data. So anyone who buys an item can verify, can look at that verification, attestation, and so on. And again, that data is immutable. So even if you sell that item to somebody else, they can go and verify all of that all over again. So I think we need that because, again, today it's very difficult to know what's true and what's not true. And pulling together the supply chain, making sure it's local, is also supporting not just the party or the entity that sells you the item, but also all of their dozens of suppliers across the nation.
And Alex, I guess, to you, does this feel like sort of how we're starting to offer some more tangible applications of blockchain that I think, consumers can get their heads around? I think what you just described is something that someone who's not necessarily a crypto expert, I can follow that line of thinking. Is this what, the space needs for people to more broadly perhaps adopt blockchain applications other than, as these kind of very in the weeds developer community projects that seem to today be still driving a lot of the conversation?
I totally agree with you. I think there's a disconnect between the consumer, even again, the supply chain, and the techies who are sitting in the room and dreaming up what we're going to do in 5 or 10 years. So what we've done here is very tangible, very immediate. It does not create additional overhead or pressure on these suppliers. It's something that actually helps them manage their inventory and manage their relationship and payments and things like that. And basically, USA Strong does it effectively for free by enabling larger consumption, a larger demand. We aggregate the demand and we aggregate the supply and enable a new channel that is not your Etsy or is not your Amazon that charge you between 30 and 50% of the value created, but rather only 10%. So you get the benefit, lower costs, and the winner is the consumer and the manufacturer rather than Amazon or Etsy.
All right, we'll have you back soon, Alex, to talk pure Bitcoin stuff as well. Interesting concept. Look forward to checking it out more. USAstrong.io co-founder and CEO Christy Mashinsky and co-founder Alex Mashinsky as well. Good to talk to you guys.